All right, what's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday, and okay, we're good. All right, what's up, guys? Happy Tuesday, Wednesday. What am I saying Tuesday for? Wednesday, success with Mark, and super excited to be here with you tonight. We're going to talk about a topic that is near and dear to my heart, and it has to do with creating content. And so what I want to do is remind you that if you've got questions, don't be shy. Put them into the comments, and we will certainly answer those. Now, every single Wednesday, I will be here at 7 o'clock. And what we do here is we go into a topic. And basically, every week I put out a blog post. And what we'll do here in our live is go in more depth than I do on my blog post and really discuss it even further and have a discussion and a connection with you and I. So when you have questions, be sure to post them. We'll certainly get to them, and I'd love to interact with you. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to talk about the three types of content that drive leads and sales. And I have been huge on creating content for many, many years. I really recognize the importance of creating content early on in my online marketing career, and I believe it to be really one of the main staples of why my business has been able to be successful like it has been, and how I've been able to continually get leads, get sales every single month for really the last decade. And it's been such an integral part of my business, and I teach it over and over and over again because it is a vital part to a business. If you want to have a long-term business, you got to create content. So what we're going to talk about here are the three types of content that I believe have been the major drivers of leads and sales in my business. So, all right, what's up, Josh? Great to have you here, and excited to have you guys here. For those of you that are watching, go ahead and comment. Let me know you're there, and I'd love to know you're there, where you're watching from, and let's dive in. So let's get into it. So the first type of content that I believe really to be the number one sales driver in my business, and really for the business of any top marketer online, is absolutely hands down video. No question about it. Video is for sure the driver. Video is something that has been near and dear to my heart for a long time. When my business really took off, it's when I really got to be consistent in creating videos. And I have been creating videos ever since. There are videos out on the internet of me from 2008, and there's just thousands and thousands of videos that I've created over the years, and they are out there online, and they're all working for me in one way or another, sending traffic to my blogs, my capture pages, and different offers that I have. And it's just really, really been one of the big drivers. So there's a couple things we're going to talk about going to video here a little bit. And however, even though this is the number one driver of leads and sales in my business and any other top marketer online, I think the majority of people see video and they understand that video is important. They want to do video, but for some reason they don't. And, I kind of want to address a couple of the things that might be keeping you back from creating videos. Now, when I say creating videos, that's kind of a broad statement. I believe when I create a piece of content, I want a piece of content to have some longevity to it. Okay. Now, there are all different types of ways to create videos nowadays. You've got TikTok, Instagram Reels, you've got YouTube, Pinterest, all different kinds of video sites out there. But I believe you should be creating at bare minimum one video, one thought through, really good piece of content that you can upload and put online, and let that be like a pillar piece of content. A piece of content that you can put out there, and if people found it a year from now, it would still be relevant. Okay? Because those are the kinds of pieces of content, like content you put up on YouTube, that people are going to be searching for. And so I consider those to be like pillar content, pillar pieces. In other words, no matter what, you'll be able to rely on that piece of content. Now, the difference between like a YouTube video and let's say a TikTok video is while TikTok is great and TikTok is hot right now, it's literally a short piece of content that could get you some traction. However, it eventually will disappear. People aren't necessarily searching for TikTok videos. You know, I think one of the cool things about TikTok is you scroll and you just kind of, you scrolling with your thumb and you're just hitting funny videos, And while you can capitalize on that, and I suggest you do, it's not what I consider a pillar piece of content, because it's not a piece of content that really, I think, will last in the long term. Okay? Now, some people may argue with me about that, and that's okay, but I'm about creating pillar content that lasts a long time. And so you could take, and here's the beauty of creating like a pillar piece of content, like a YouTube video. You could take that video and chop it up into smaller mini videos. So let's say you're doing a video all about 5 tips for losing weight. All right. Let's say you're in health and wellness. You can chop out each of those tips and create smaller, shorter videos from them. And then you can take those and upload those to TikTok, upload those to Instagram Reels, or upload those to a story or whatever you do. So the cool thing is you can take those and you can really create other pieces of content or repurpose that content from your main pillar piece of content. And that is one of the ways that I suggest that you do that, because, creating short videos is awesome and it's a very powerful thing, but our goal is to create something for the long term. And, I'm just huge on that. I want long-term thinking. I want to be here 10, 15, 20 years from now, and I have every intention to be. I plan on being in my mid 60s, late 60s, early 70s, creating videos. I just plan. I love what I do. So why would I not want to do it? So I plan on doing this for a long time, and I want my business to constantly have leverage. And by the time my time on this earth is done, all right, I want my family to be able to go on YouTube, and they'll find a bunch of business videos, but I want them to be able to go on YouTube and just search my name, and they'll be able to pull up hundreds and hundreds of videos of me, all talking about business or certain things. Because you know what? That'll be a cool thing for them. And my business will continue to grow, hopefully even after I'm gone. So take content, pillar content like YouTube videos, chop them up into smaller ones and use that for your TikToks, use that for your Instagram Reels, use that for your short videos and all those things. And I think what you'll find is that your business will grow, better. Your business will grow really more effective, and you're really doing less work. And when you think it through that way, so, you don't feel like, hey, I got to go to YouTube, and then I got to go to TikTok, and then I got to go to Instagram, and you got all these different platforms. Make one pillar piece of video, chop it up, and then you can use it on all of them. Okay. So very, very simple concept. So videos, without question, are really some of my favorites. Now, if you don't know what to create videos on, go to markharbert.com/101. And I have created a PDF, and it's called the 101 Live Stream Ideas. But the truth is you can use it for any types of content. Okay. Videos, really, live stream videos, you can use them for that. So go pick that PDF up, go pick it up. If you don't have it, you'll get a lot of value from it. So what's up, guys? Great to see you all on here. What's up, Josh, Kim, Denise, BP's on, Kim, Carmen, Stu. What's up, guys? So, all right. So we know videos. Videos are huge. If you're not doing them, boy, just look, make a simple plan. Do one video a week. Just set a goal for one video a week. That's it. Okay. If you get to a point where you want to create more, then awesome. Go do it. But for now, just focus on one video a week and then get into the habit of that. And then you can start to increase it. Okay. And I think you'll find that'll help you in a tremendous, tremendous way. All right. So that's the first one. Let's dive into the next one. And this is another piece of content that is very near and dear to me as well, and that is blog posts. Now, I challenge you, okay? Go out, find all top marketers. Just find a list of top marketers online, okay? Almost every single one of them, I probably bet 80 to 90% of all top marketers online have their own blog. And I know not a lot of people are teaching about blogging these days, but there are certain aspects to blogging that are very, very effective, and especially when it comes to the branding side. So while not a lot of people are talking about blogging these days, it is still an incredibly powerful way to drive traffic and sales. For me, videos and blog posts are some of the biggest drivers of sales in my business. Some of the biggest drivers. So why don't people talk about these? Because a lot of times people feel like it's too over your head, like it's too difficult for you to understand. But I'll tell you what, I'm here to start a new revolution, a re-revolution of what really works, and what's going to help you create a business over the long term that will bring you, leads and sales for years and years to come. I have so many blog posts that I've created over the years. If you follow me and you're on my email list, every single week I put out a new blog post, a new video, and, that is really what I am focused on. It's creating the long-term stuff that'll last for a long, long time. So blog posts are a great way to do that. And one of the things that you get when you do blog posts is you get a residual effect. Now, I have certain blog posts that are ranking in Google for certain types of keywords. And a couple of them are fairly, that get a couple thousand searches a month. So every single day I'm getting from just a couple keywords, anywhere from 25 to 50 free hits every day on my blog. And those hits on my blog are generating leads. And that's the really cool thing about that. It's all passive in nature. So for me, to be able to create content like that, it serves multiple purposes. It helps to nurture my audience, helps give them value so that they can see what it is that I do and how I can help them build their business. Now, just in my particular niche, but it also is a great way to drive residual traffic and leads and sales. And so it serves multiple purposes, just like video. Video can be used to nurture your audience. It can be used to sell directly to somebody, a product or service, but it really serves multiple purposes, just like the blogs do. So videos and blogs are two major, major drivers of my business. And it's something that I won't stop doing. I will not. I'll continue to do it. I've been doing it for years, which is why I have hundreds of blog posts that I've created. And one of the things that I also do is I go back to old blog posts. I check them out. If there's relevant information there, I'll make some changes to that blog post, update it, and keep it relevant on my blog so that also Google looks at that, or the search engines look at that, and they see that my blog is being continuously updated with good, relevant content. And that will help me to get better rankings over time. So really, really important. And it really makes a big difference in how many leads and sales you get. So blogging, huge. I encourage you at some point in your business to start and consider building a blog. They're not that difficult to do. It can get a little techie at times, but you don't need to learn everything at once. You can start out with something very simple, and it'll really have an effect on your business. So videos, blog posts, huge ways to build your business, generate leads and sales. So let's dive in to the third and final one. And by the way, just before I get into this, I want to remind you, if you've got questions about some of the things that I'm going to say, as soon as I'm done here, I can answer some of your questions for you, and we can get into that a little bit, okay? So if you have questions about something, use this opportunity. I'd love to help you out where I can and direct you in a direction that you want to go, okay? So third and final one is kind of falls right in line with videos, but it's live broadcasting, just like this, okay? What I love about live broadcasting, doing live videos, is it gives me an opportunity to connect with you. It gives me an opportunity to interact with you. And that is important to me. And, being able to interact, especially when you're doing online marketing, is very, very important to the overall structure of your business. People are sitting at home, they're on a tablet or they're on their phone or they're on their computer, and they are always considering, buying things. I think buying stuff online now is probably the norm. We all buy stuff online. I just bought a whole bunch of stuff on Amazon yesterday. I just bought a new tool today that I'm using for my business. Buying stuff online is just normal today. But what really takes what we do to another level is the ability to interact and connect with your audience. So for me, live broadcasting is something that is very, very key. And if you really want to have some long-term success, I suggest you also do, at bare minimum, one live broadcast a week. Okay, at bare minimum. And then if you want to up it from there, you certainly can. Nothing's to say you can't do more live videos or that you can't do more blog posts or more videos every week. Certainly not saying that, but the key is give it some time to really connect with your audience. And I think that is, broadcasting serves that purpose. It serves that purpose in a big way. So make sure you take advantage of that. And live broadcasting really it doesn't take a lot of time to set up. And that's the beauty of it. For me, when I prepare to come out here and chat with you guys, I usually take about 15 minutes or so just to kind of jot down a few points that I want to talk about. I don't overthink it. I don't come in here with a scripted idea of like what I want to talk about. I just know that I have a couple points that I want to talk to you about and have an open and honest discussion with you about it. And I know that just by doing that and having that ability to connect with you this way helps me provide value to you, my audience, and it also helps you to get answers and feel like, hey, you know what? You're not alone in this internet marketing game. You've got people that are there to help you and assist you with everything that you do. So that's what's important to me about this thing. And I think it'll be important for you as well. But live broadcasting is also another cool way to create a great piece of content. Now, I'm going to share with you a couple tools that I use that you may or may not know that I use when it comes to live broadcasting. But like, for instance, right now, I'm using a software called Ecamm to broadcast out my video live here. And if you want to check out Ecamm, you can. I do have an affiliate link if you want to use that. If not, that's fine. But markharbert.com/Ecamm. It's ECAMM. Okay, Ecamm. And but I use this software. It's really, really awesome. It's really got some great features to it and allows me to really have some good interaction with you guys every time that I go live. The other software that I use when I do this, and this is where the beauty of live broadcasting comes in, is I use another piece of software that integrates with Ecamm that allows me to broadcast out to multiple places at once. And it's called Restream. And so I use this tool called Restream. And Restream allows me to broadcast to my Facebook page. It allows me to broadcast to my Facebook profile. It allows me to broadcast to a couple groups that I want to broadcast to. It allows me to broadcast to YouTube. And it allows me to broadcast to Twitter all at once. So that's the cool thing, is that right now I'm here and I'm actually going out to multiple locations at once. And then what happens is the software pulls everybody into one platform and I can see all your comments. So like right now, Kim Wendy, she is watching this on YouTube. Okay, at least that's what the software is telling me. And so there's a couple places where people can see that. Okay, and so this is also being broadcast out to Twitter as well. So if you go to twitter.com/MarkHarbert, you'll see this video. Okay, and so it allows me to do that and allows me to really connect. But the great thing about that is this is another opportunity for you to get a piece of content out there. Okay. And it doesn't take a lot of prep time. But the cool thing is when you come onto a live, you really learn to be a better speaker. Okay. You really learn to be a better trainer. You get more comfortable, not necessarily a trainer, but you get much better at providing value to people without having to think of, I got to script everything that I'm going to say. Because honestly, people care more about honesty and openness and just transparency, without all the fluff. When I create my videos, yes, I do some editing on those videos because they're pillar pieces of content. But this opportunity to come out and do a live is really an opportunity just to be very, very transparent, very, very, clear, and to really connect with you on a one-on-one basis. And, that's really how it works. So these 3 ways are some of the greatest ways that I use to build my business. And I highly recommend that you come up with a plan to use them as well. So videos, create 1 pillar video piece of content every single week, bare minimum. Okay. If you want to do more, fine, but start with 1 where you think through a video and you create the video and you put that video up. And I do a little bit of video editing, nothing fancy whatsoever. But I stick it up there and that is my pillar piece of content. I use that video. I also create a blog post and I put that video in the blog post. And so I'm creating these multiple, pieces of content that kind of interact with each other, but I'm putting it one on my blog, one's on YouTube. Now, if you really want to get fancy, you can create the YouTube video, upload it to YouTube and have it transcripted, okay, with a site called rev.com, rev.com. You can then take the transcription and turn that into a blog post and then embed your video in there as well. Okay, so that's an option. Okay, and then, of course, every week, get out here and share a live video. Get out there and do a live video. If you want to do it every day, go for it. Absolutely, you can go for it. I think eventually I'm probably going to start doing a couple lives a week. My goal is to do this more and more. I mean, I enjoy getting out here and just talking and, sharing as much value as I can with you guys. That's really what it's all about for me. And it gives me opportunities to create additional content that other people can check out as well. So those are the 3: videos, blog posts, and live broadcasts. And again, if you have not picked up my 101 live stream ideas PDF, go to markharbert.com/101 and put in your name and email and I'll send it right over to you. Okay. So guys, let's get into it. Let's have some questions. Hopefully you got some value from that. If you did, do me a favor, hit the share button and share it. Tag somebody that you think could get some value from this. It'll absolutely help them. Absolutely. And then let me know you shared it. That'd be cool. All right. So let's go ahead and answer some questions. So I wanted to point this out. Denise, she had said that 1 a week is doable. 1 video a week is doable. Absolutely. And I think that that's very, very important to know. Sometimes we get this idea that, we've got to create content every day. And if you can create content every day and you think it's possible for you to create content every day, then absolutely go for it. But I know for a fact, I have tried it. Me personally, that is not doable for me. Okay, so I want to focus on creating an awesome piece of content with my video and with blog posts, put those out and spend my week promoting those. Okay, and then doing my live as well. So start out with 1. When you get comfortable with that, then you can start to create more. There's no law against, creating multiple pieces of content. You can always, change that up. So, Kim, she just pointed out, I don't like to write, so blogging is not my thing. But here's the cool thing, okay? And this is something that you might want to consider doing a blog. It's just what I had mentioned is that if you have a blog, okay, what you can do is create a video, okay? Have that video transcribed and turn the transcription into an actual blog post, a text-based blog post. So you don't necessarily have to write. You just get on and speak. And then you can, create that into a blog post. You'd be surprised. There are all kinds of leaders out online that do that exact thing. And that's how they create their blog posts. Now, at this moment, that's not how I do mine. However, I'm not, opposed to the idea of me starting to do that at some point. So, keep that in mind. It's a legit way to create good content. All right. All right. So let's see here. Denise, she says, how often do you suggest blogging for a person just starting? You know what? Again, it comes down, it's kind of the same thing as video. Pick a schedule that works for you. If you can do one a week to start, go for one a week. I'm all about creating higher quality than I am about quantity. Now, quantity, yes, quantity is not necessarily bad, but I like to create quality stuff too and really put some effort into one really good piece and get that out there. I'd rather get it out there than not get anything out there at all. Okay, that's something to keep in mind. But I would just suggest determine a schedule that works for you. If you can do one a week to start, do one a week. I think that'll really benefit you. Do one blog post, one video, one live video. Set that up as, kind of your benchmark, so to speak. All right. All right. Yeah, and I love this by Kim. She says, my preference is to watch live broadcasts from YouTube. Absolutely, you can do that. And that's why I think using something like Ecamm and along with Restream is a great, great thing, because you can really kind of cater to multiple people. And I think that that's an awesome thing. All right. Okay, this is another one by Kim, and this is cool. What about podcasting? Now, let's get into this. Podcasting is actually a great way to create content. And it is currently not a type of content that I am taking advantage of. And I'm actually really missing the boat on that. But here's the thing. It all stems from one video. If you will do one video a week, if you will, create one live video per week, you can take those videos, you can strip the audio out of those videos. In other words, just pull the video out, make an audio, the audio out, make an audio file. You can then use that audio file as your podcast as well. So from one video, you can create multiple pieces of content, okay, and repurpose it all over the web. And so the interwebs, the World Wide Web, okay, you can do that. And it's really a great way to simplify things rather than having to constantly come up with, new ideas all the time. Even though I give you 101 live stream ideas PDF that gives you all that, that value, all of that, those ideas that you can use every single day to create content. But, reuse what you do. Absolutely. All right, let's see. Carmen, she says, I want to start a food blog or channel. South American flavor. Any suggestions? Okay, so yes, the one suggestion I would give you, Carmen, is if you want to create a food blog or channel, go out into the niche that you're looking for, okay, or even potentially some other niches in the food arena, and look at some popular blogs out there. Do a little research and look at the types of blog posts they're doing, and check the blog posts and look and see which of their blog posts are getting the most interaction. Okay. Which ones are getting the most, most comments, which ones are real popular. You can also check and see how many times a blog typically has been shared. There are some cool tools out there that can tell you how many times a blog post has been shared on like say Facebook. I don't know the name of them, but if you do a search on there, on Google for something like social media sharing stats or something like that, I'm sure you can pull up little free tools online that allow you to find out that info. But do some research on some already successful blogs and pieces of content in your niche, and take the best out of, like what they are, what's in there, and start creating a list of certain topics that are popular. And then you can create those types of blog posts in your own words. And so what you're doing is you're kind of modeling what's already successful. I learned a topic or a point many years ago from Jim Rohn, I think it was, that talked about modeling. Okay, model success. When it comes to something successful, a lot of times we feel like we've got to reinvent the wheel, like we've got to go out and create this success. But the problem, the thing is that there's already people out there that have been successful doing what you want to do. So if that's the case, then why even try to go out there and reinvent it all? Find out what people are successful at and just model what they're doing. I have truly, that's how I've built my business. It's all about modeling to me. Now, it doesn't mean necessarily straight up copying unless you've got their permission to do so. There's some certain things that I do on my blog that my good friend Tanya Eliza, I'm straight up, I got the idea from her, and I'm doing what she does because I love the idea of it. And and when I talk to her, I make fun of it. Hey, by the way, I copied you on this. She's like, yeah, no problem. So if you have permission to copy something, fine. But other words, you need to make sure that you do things in your own words. And so that's very, very important. Okay. But that's my suggestion for you, Carmen. I hope that helps. Hope that gives you a little bit of an idea, but absolutely. Awesome. Thank you, BP. I appreciate that. I really do. And thank you very much. And let's see. Yeah, and Kim is saying, I like that idea to do a video, then have it transcribed for my blog, and then strip the audio for a podcast. There is so much that you could do with one piece of content, guys. I'm telling you, there is so much. And so the big thing is you just have to, tap into it. Really, honestly, just take action on it and start to integrate a lot of that stuff into your business on a regular basis. And I think that it'll really, help you. You just have to take it a step at a time. And that's what it's really about. Don't try to do everything at once. Really take it a little bit at a time, and you learn, you keep adding to. So again, if you want to do one video, one blog post, one live video a week is a great place to start. Okay. And if you don't have a blog yet, just do one regular video and one live broadcast a week. Start with that. Okay. That doesn't take a lot. You can certainly do that. But again, you can build upon that once you get in the habit of doing the, doing the basics. So do the basics and then move up from there. All right. So guys, did you get value from this? If you did, please do me a favor, comment and let me know. I love it. I love the interaction. The only feedback I see from you is the feedback that you put in the comments. So if you got value from this, let me know. That'd be great. And again, make sure that you go pick up, as Josh has said, markharbert.com/101. Go to there, pick up my my PDF, grab it, take advantage of it. You'll love it. It's a great PDF. You can print it off, stick it on your desk, put it in a binder. I have a binder right over here. You can see my shelf right here. And I've got several binders full of things that are super valuable. So I just grab them when I need, some ideas, and it makes a big difference. So take advantage of it. Use that when you need an idea to create a piece of content with. All right. So appreciate you guys, and make sure you're here next week. Now, here's the deal. I'm going to do what I can to be on next week, but I'm actually going to be in Lake Tahoe. All right. So there is a possibility I may not have good internet. So I may not be doing a live. If I do, I'll do it probably just from my phone. I'll come out and we'll try to do a live just here on the Facebook page. We'll see. So if for some reason I can't do a live next week, you know why. But I'm getting ready to head out on vacation, so I'm going to enjoy it, have a good time, and we're going to enjoy the lake out in Lake Tahoe. So love you guys. Appreciate you. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.